Chronicles of Abdullahi A. Sule.
Mining falls within the federal exclusive list, and therefore state government have very little they can do in trying to get mining activity cornered within their purview. But what I have and I wish to recommend is that the more of incentive and awareness campaign we do to communities and citizens of Nasarawa State to be very welcoming to investors will make us a natural place for most investment companies to come to.
The state has about 34 mineral types, and some of them are very strategic in the development of Nigeria economy. For instance, barite is used in the drilling as a drilling fluid in the petroleum industry, which Nasarawa State has the largest deposit. We have gold, we have lead and zinc, we have tantalite.
If you have a company and you're approaching the mining site, there's what we call a community development agreement. Under that agreement, you will promise your host community what you need to do as part of your social corporate responsibility. The ministry in the past was not the policing agent within these two bodies, between the company and the community. This time around, we need to provide an officer who can oversee the agreement processes. Should there be any defaults, we can come in. Now, we ask the company the pattern of their taxes. Because if you are mining, you are expected to give something back to the community, back to the states.
We realize that a lot of illegal mining activities is going on. In fact, some of the, especially you go to Cairo local government, you have a lot of people mining gold in Uke and so many other places like Wamba. The active miners, they are not complying to the payment of royalty to the federal government. We found out that only about 17 companies out of these 64 that are active were paying royalty to the federal government. And it is from this royalty that the revenue chart determine what goes back to the state government.
At Osaika Corporation, an oil and gas, independent oil and gas company, my role was to look at prospects in the whole of Africa and in the whole of the Middle East. That was my role. I had traveled extensively in the Ukraine, looking for oil. So I have seen a lot, and I know the value of peace. And I know without peace, you cannot achieve anything whatsoever. So, and that is the reason why you see I promote peace.
And I can tell you that the first assignment outside the state that Engineer Sule did was to Benue State to seek for peace. He was proactive in trying to make sure that no any spillages or violence occurs between our border towns. It was a very beautiful thing. Now he's being called the Messiah of Peace in the Middle Belt.
When you hear crisis affecting our people, you have nothing as the chief security officer of a state, you have to be worried.
I want to commend the governor of Nasarawa State for the proactive steps he has been taking so far.
Nasarawa and Benue States must stay in peace.
Chronicles of Abdullahi A. Sule is a production of the Directorate of Strategic Communication in the Office of His Excellency Governor Abdullahi A. Sule. Edited by Amos Adoiner Al Hassan and Lucky Stephen. Music score, Ikwan Onker. directed by Yakubu Lamai.